Yo, what's up everybody? This is those Dirty Blues once again playing solo tanks. Yay! Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and of course, don't feed the trolls or shrooms, as always. Seriously, that diet of sarcasm is doing them wonders. Anyways, I'm playing solo again because, as usual, Whitey and shrooms both have lives. Someday I shall find out what this life is that they find so important, but not today. Certainly not today. So as you may have noticed, I picked a couple favorites. They're not necessarily my favorites. I just wanted to separate them from other tanks that I'm not really trying to work on right now. Worked on a couple of tanks earlier, but for some reason, I just want to work on these ones. Or use the premium ones to get some, money. Why not? I'm so close to getting a tier 10 tank. I just need to get the XP and money to unlock it, and I've got it. I will have a Leopard 1. Yes! Hopefully, it'll have been worth it, because what I'm seeing with the Leopard PTA, it's not quite my style. Sure, it's fast, but I just can't quite get the kills with it. I'm too much of somebody who likes to get the enemy's fleece. Not really the quick and maneuver kind of guy. I like to take things slow. Body like a back room. And I'm not gonna sing that song. No. Like go with 15 and 30. No blues! No. Just keep your sanity. Just because you don't have shrooms to pick on does not mean you cannot lose your sanity now. Wait, this is why you shouldn't use double negatives. Anyways. This T-29 has just been freaking awesome. And in case some of you guys haven't noticed from some of our videos, this is the this is the tank that Shrooms hates the most. Why? Because he still doesn't know how to. I just realized I forgot to start a party. Oops. Moving on. That was weird. Oops. I really gotta make a checklist or something when I do these videos. If it wasn't for that person, if it wasn't for the chat thing there, I would never have noticed. But now, as you can see, I have a party. It's the only way I can make sure all these other weirdos can't hear me. Oh, hey! No! You ain't going nowhere, jerk! I'm gonna make sure you frickin' pay for that. Wait, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Okay, shit. There. Kill him! Kill the jerk! Kill the jerk! Oh! Okay, thanks, Victor, Hugo, Chris. Okay. This is weird. So for anyone wondering why I forgot to set up a party, I'm used to already being in one when the recordings start, because, I've usually already set up one with me, Shrooms already. And my sneeze, yeah. Always gotta include the sneeze in that party chat. But, yeah, so I always forget to do that. Well, people just think I'm some insane mental patient or leaving to themselves or something. Let's ramble. Ramble. Oh, crap. That did not work well. Shoot. That IS doesn't notice me. I just keep giving them more open shots. Crap. Ugh. I'm not doing well today. This is not like the last recording where I had 5 victories, 5 survived, and 5 destroyed in a row. That is a bad time. Oh yeah, might as well use the Tog today just because people see this big thing and they're like, what, does that tank work differently? No! It does not! It is a tank! It's just a big, huge, slow turd. The actual Tog is, pretty cool looking, but in this game, it is nothing but a big, giant, rolling turd. People see that and they're like, "Die!" It's got an okay gun for a tier 6, but... and it only plays up to tier 7. But the thing is just a freaking arty target. Like, I'm able to maintain, greater K to D than, 1 with it, but this is not a good map for it, in my opinion, just because there's not really any areas I can hide with it from arty. At least, not for long stretches. Like, Kasserine is a good example of one where you could hide with it, potentially. Whereas this, no, not really. Whatever. I'm so sniffly today. My allergies are gone. It's not good.
We've got enemies in the area.
And of course, I'm heading up to the back to get this tank away. So with this kind of a tank, I pretty much have to make a beeline to the enemy base around, this route. Because going along this way, I'm going to have my side exposed at the enemy. I don't want that, so I'm going to have to go this way. It's really the only choice I have with this tank on this map. Because, going through the middle, through that area, is pretty bad for anything that isn't a light tank. Or at least really fast medium. Going through this area is what you can expect to be fast. Whereas if you're a slow, rolling turd like this thing, you kind of need to take the quick route with lots of cover. And this has the most cover with all those houses. Which really is not all that much. As you can see, it's not really that abnormal of a view with this tank. People think that because it's such a big tank that, do you have to have a different view screen or something? No! Just look at it! It's normal! It's just a big rolling turd going across the map! Seriously, look at this! I'm going 13 kilometers an hour on open ground! It is a giant rolling turd! Everyone's already up here. I'm still back here. These guys are just, camping out there for some reason. But I don't have a choice of where to camp or not. I have to keep rolling. And, oh my gosh, is my team getting slaughtered? No. Once I get around the corner, that could change. The Tog has been known to change a fight once in a blue moon. But, don't expect it. But see, Tiger 1 front on, it can do reasonably good damage. Yeah, as long as it can penetrate. But, as you see, it doesn't matter a whole lot. This thing has a lot of health, not a lot of armor. Its armor isn't really all that good for deflecting. Because it's just a giant, rolling turd! Take that, Boilermaker. Help! See? They blew up the giant turd!
Everyone, get out.
And I didn't win the match with the T-29. Oh well, big surprise. I'm gonna use this little guy. This little guy, he's so cute, he's so cute. And he's also tough. Surprisingly so. And unfortunately, all my ops are, tier 3 and above, as this normal tank, so it won't work on this little tier 2. But this little tier 2, is pretty interesting. It's got very good frontal armor, and it only plays up to tier 3. So quite a few tanks going up against this thing don't expect it to have really good armor. They expect it to be like an FT1 or the various, different copy models of that, but it really isn't like that at all. Its armor's pretty decent. So, but this one, more often than not, it survives battles. So if you're looking to, increase the amount of matches you survive, this is actually a good little tank to use for that. At least, for me, I find more often than not, way more often than not, I survive while using this tank. Because I survive maybe a quarter of the time while winning half the time in tanks. But with this little guy, I tend to survive about, 2/3 or greater of the time so far. Alright, so I got some tier 3s on the enemy team. That medium 3 is the biggest thing for me to worry about. Oh, there's another Panzer 38H on the enemy team. Okay, now that could be a problem. Because we're going head to head with that thing, and this thing, obviously that's not the best combination. Because they're both premium tanks, they both have decent gunnage, very good armor, reasonably good speed for a tank that's, this well armored, at this low of a tier. It moves faster than the rolling turd that I was using earlier. And just FYI, in case if anyone's wondering if I hate the Tog, no, I like the Tog. I just like to make fun of, how slow the thing is. Like how ridiculously slow and big the thing is. So you see, this thing has a decent punch. If I can hit these guys. There we go. See? Already got the first kill. And their arty's all... well, that's one arty. The other one could take a shot at me. I find the biggest threat to this tank is usually arties or another one of it on the battlefield. But otherwise, tier 2s and even most tier 3s don't really stand a chance against this little guy. Which is really interesting. I really hope they don't nerf the tank. Oh man, that would make me so mad if they did that. This is not a tank to be nerfed. Let it be. Okay, well he's trying to get out of there. Is he trying to be bait for it? No, it wouldn't be bait for that. He's okay, yo, UC Pounder. Oh my gosh, this guy is obviously a noob. He's getting too far into the fight. Come on, fall back. Use me as cover. I will happily do so. Okay, now let's go.
Der Gegner zieht auf uns.
There we go, got him. And what's left? Oh, of course, it's the Panzer 38H! Like I said, these guys tend to last throughout the match. See, this guy's still taking a beating from all these tanks, and he somehow survived. Oh my god, that BT SV. That's another really good tank to get, a little tiny premium tank. It'll get you lots of money and such. Well, getting you lots of money is obviously not what these little guys do. If you want to get lots of money, you need to get a big premium tank. Like a tier 8. Like my tier 8 Gornich. So much money every time I play with it. That did not sound right. Every time I use it. Better. And the match with the turd was lost. Now here's a decent, and that'll give you lots of money. The Jag Tiger! This one's the somewhat crummy version of the Jag Tiger in that it only has the 88 gun, as opposed to the much bigger tier 10 gun that he has when you get it in the line. So this one, it's under-equipped, but reasonably good armor. Yeah. In fact, I think I've explained this in one of my previous solo videos, so see that one. If you want to know a bit more how to use the Jag Tiger well. In that video I didn't, but no. It was more so me just having dumb teammates. Which I always have! Arrgh! Oh, great. My favorite map. No sarcasm for anyone who didn't get that. I just don't know what it is. I don't think that's map. Although, with the Jag Tiger, this could be a very good map, especially along that road that runs along too. Because you can use that, essentially, to block the tunnel there. Like, if you have the Jag Tiger there and don't really have anything good at penetrating its frontal armor there. If you have something that can penetrate the side armor, you'll want to make sure you have good teammates with you, but this could be a good tank for blocking that, and it's only tier 8s and lower, so this could be a good match for this tank. Could be. We'll see if it is. Alright, so beeline for that tunnel. So this tunnel here is the main thing I want to block with this thing. However, this tank isn't very good for turning side to side, as you may have noticed. It's so freaking heavy. It's got good armor, but it's not very good at turning. It will not turn all the time. It has like a turning radius the size of Texas. It's hyperbole in case you didn't notice. I'm not prone to it, but you know, it does happen. So, I'm going to try to block up that tunnel there. Hopefully these guys will keep these guys off me. Because me blocking up the tunnel and taking most of the shots, they won't really have much of a need to do that. See? Shots bouncing right off. No, not completely though, so it is good to use a slight angle still. This Bulldog, he's not going to last long, so he's getting the heck out of there. It was, but maybe it was a good idea for me to get the heck out of there. But for the most part, yeah. The theory is somewhat not always, especially if you're going up against teammates who actually know weaknesses on this tank. There are some, not many, some. As you see, I paid for it. So I'm only exposing half my hole there. And I'm hoping that's going to save, me for the most part. Oh, gee. Yeah, that hammer knew what he was doing. Darn it. So, with some more productive teammates, that could have been good, but at any rate, I still should have had a slightly better strategy. Blocking up the tunnel might not have been the best thing to do there. Probably should have stood a little further back. Okay. Yeah. And I guess I'll use this little guy, the Comet. I haven't used this one a whole lot because I try to upgrade one tank per nation and one tank per tier at a time. And for the British tank I've been using, it's been my main tier 8 one that I've been upgrading, which is my Carnivoron. I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that right, so don't get mad at me in the comments for that. Okay. Yeah. But I've been really trying to upgrade that one to get the Conqueror, to eventually get the Chieftain, so I haven't been using this Comet. Although, in hindsight, I think I'd want to get this Centurion more, just because the Carnivoron and the Black Prince really haven't turned out quite as I hoped they would be. They don't really have dirt guns on them, so they don't really knock out a whole lot of tanks. Their armor's okay. Well, in fact, it's more than okay. It's better than the Centurions, that's for sure. But it doesn't really have the maneuverability I'd want. Whereas the Centurion, you know, using that in war stories, I really liked how that one's panned out. In this match, I'm kind of going to be more of a scout than a medium, because even though there's a lot of light tanks on this team for this high of a tier, this guy's not really all that upgraded. So, but it is fast. It is decently maneuverable. So I'm expecting I'll be a bit more focused on spotting and you know, trying to actually engage.
Enemies looking right at us.
Maybe get this little light. Yep. Okay. I'll forget it. It's better help with team. Leopard PTA. I feel your pain. I'm trying to get the Leopard 1! Leopard! Leopard! For now. Here's coming. As for how the Comet handles compared to the Cromwell, I can't really say that much yet. You know, I haven't really used it as much as I'd like to. I used it by now because I've been focused so much on other things. But you know, it handles decently for a tank of its type. It's not, you know, ferociously armored, so I can't really say that it's a dream tank as far as I'm concerned. Conqueror Fudge! Fudgy, Dudgical, Mudgy. There's Panther 2 there. Jeez! That wasn't from him, was it? Could have been.
Target locked.
Jeez! Yada!
Enemies looking right at us.
I'm trying to get out of there. Screw this shit, I'm out. Arrgh!
Done for.
No.
Everyone, get out.
Yeah, today has not been as good as last week's was. I still can't believe I got 5 wins, 5 survives, and 5 kills across 5 battles. That was amazing. We beat performance! Yeah! Okay. Okay, so that match did not go well for the team at the Jg.Pz. Might as well use the Honor T28. E. Go home. Whatever. Now, for those of you who are wondering, yes, I did get the T28E through the Earn the Honor T28E off. I didn't buy it. I usually buy a lot of premium tanks as proof that I have no life, but as proof even more that I didn't have a life, I spent an absurd amount of time trying to get the points required in order to get this tank. Was it worth it? Kind of. The tank's good, but it's not exactly the kind of tank that would make me, you know, cry in joy. More of cry in, you know, slight disappointment. But I decided to deck it out with all sorts of camo and such. So it's been reasonably good to me so far. So I went this way last time with the giant turd! Turd! This time I'm going this way. I'm gonna go along this way just to show, yeah, you know, somewhat of what I would expect to do with this kind of a tank. Now this one's probably not the most ideal tank for it, but it's okay enough, because it's got a tier 6 gun, and it's a tier 5 match. It's a tier 4 tank, but it's got a decently powered gun that will penetrate most things on this map. And it's reasonably good speed. You may notice this is not as fast as, you know, the T28 you can get in the, you know, that you can just get by playing the game, as opposed to buying this one. But it's much more heavily armored, which is, you know, the good thing for it. Unfortunately, armor often comes out at an expensive speed. And I'm taking the same road these guys are, because I don't want to be caught out there alone in this tank. But that's, you know, gambling that the enemy's not going to come blitzkrieg across this area of the map, like along there. Hopefully they don't. Okay, well, it looks like these guys are going to go down there, so they're setting up an ambush. I think they are just setting up an ambush. I think I can risk going through here. Looks like they're mostly, you know, having a battle along here as usual. And there might be a couple tanks coming this way, but it's looking like quite a few of them are spread out elsewhere. Right. Oh, there's one. Thankfully, it's just a tier 3. So, once it comes over, I'm gonna pop him. Oh! See? Ridiculously OP for this tier of a tank. Unfortunately, it's offset with aiming time and unsteadiness of the gun, but, you know, everything's got to have some sort of counterbalance. It's the tanks. Oh gosh, this is T1 heavy. And its armor isn't very good for deflecting. Like, you wouldn't expect that in most tier 4 tanks. Some of the French tanks, but, you know, not a tank like this one. He's behind a rock right now. Oh, no, he's coming straight at me. Let's see here. KV-1S. Okay, I'm gonna let these guys trade a few barbs. And another downside you may have noticed, not a whole lot of gun degradation that symbols did not hold. Alright, I'm gonna try to flank this direction. Because he'll have to come out to shoot me. Does, he'll have to expose himself. And thankfully this KV-1S seems to be giving him a run for it, so I'm going to try to sneak up behind him. Okay, there we go. There he goes. Oh, right. Ah! KV-1S could have just stayed in that direction, but instead he decided to go around the back when I was going around the back, and then this guy put 2 and 2 together and realized, oh, that's going to put them both at my rear. I mean, I'm going to be on both of their rears. So, naturally, we both get killed because that guy got too greedy for a kill. Like, he could have just let me go around and just could have kept his front towards the T1 Heavy, but no, he didn't. He decided to be a dumb. Dumb teams, every game. Every game. We could have had a glorious partnership, KV-1S, but no. You said no. These I haven't used yet. Yeah, I've only won with one of them so far in this recording, which shows really how bad things have been today for me. Anyways, pick one of my non-favorites to use. What should I use? Yes, this is how little of a life I have, people. I have this many tanks that I've been using, including this many that I've already gotten the first win on. Let's use this. Alright, did we win that? Yes, we won! Oh, yes, let's just look at the awards. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Not a whole lot, but I'll take it. A win's a win. I guess I'll use this guy, you know, just to finish up the video for the day. Jg.Pz. 4. This could be a decent match for it. Oh yes, it's one on the southeast side. Good. Alrighty. So I'm planning on going up to this little hill mount at E8, and hopefully I'll have some scouts. There's only one got a couple of mediums, so hopefully they'll be there. Yeah, if you want to be a TD that camps, keep in mind you need some scouts, so if you got mainly heavies on your team, then that's probably not going to work out. Especially if you got a lot of TDs on your team. Like, the enemy team, they've got 5 TDs, 2 or 3. So, their team's probably going to end up camping unless those are very aggressive TDs. Like that, those 2 Panzers, those can be fast Panzers, so they might be aggressive in their platoon. Whereas, looks like these guys are going for the camping strategy with me. Like, I'm only doing camping because this is a tank that's more designed to snipe. It's not really designed for close-on-close battle. At least not entirely. Like, you look at the armor, it's somewhat sloped, but there's better slopes on tanks. And its armor, it can do with some more. And of course, we have 18, 25 here, so I'm going to be ready to come in and kill this guy if he tries to go down that way. Oh no, he's going the other way. He's probably just trying to spot me. Alright, being bait. Yep, he was being bait. Shite. I fell for it. I did it dumb. That was a rookie move. Alright, well. Perfect way to end my crummy day of tanks. With me pulling a rookie move. Like, he was bait, and I fell for it. Ugh. Anyways, thank you everyone for following, and be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And of course, if you have any, ideas of what you'd like me, shrooms, and what I need to make a video of, feel free to leave that in the comments. And as always, don't feed shrooms. We're the trolls. And don't feed shrooms trolls. Seriously, you'll turn into one. Thank you. Bye.